Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Welcome to the Rockbridge Report Tuesday Live Update. I'm John Beekman Youngblood. The Palestinian Ministry of Health said that in the most recent 24-hour period, 704 people in Gaza have been killed. The tally is the highest daily number published since Israeli strikes against Gaza began. It says the total death toll in Gaza is now at nearly 5,800. Republicans have picked Minnesota Representative Tom Emmer as their nominee for Speaker of the House. This is the third time the GOP has tried to replace former Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Today marks exactly 3 weeks since McCarthy was ousted. The federal government is at risk of shutdown if Congress fails to pass a funding legislation by November 17th. In Louisiana, at least 7 people are dead and several were injured after a more than 100-car pileup on the expressway on Monday. Maddie Kurth reports on the crash survivors' experiences.
Everybody had to run and get out their car so fast because the more and more you sat there, the more and more cars just kept hitting everybody.
The aftermath of more than 150 cars turning Interstate 55 near Manchac into a mangled mess of wreckage.
And I almost got out my driver's side, and all of a sudden this car comes zooming past me and hits the car in front of them. So I quickly jump over to my passenger side and got out my passenger side door.
Drivers experiencing the trauma firsthand say they were completely terrified.
In shock still. There was explosions happening that's the 18-wheeler that was way farther ahead that was on fire. They were trying to put it out, so we just kept hearing explosions, which was very scary for all of us.
Carly Mosley raced to be reunited with her baby boy, who was pinned in his dad's vehicle.
It was a pileup on the back of his dad's car, so his dad had to bust the window to get him out.
It took around 4 hours to have her child in her arms, safe and sound.
They were stranded on top of the bridge, and there was still a lot of smoke, and he's only 3, so that's a lot for a toddler to go through.
Before we even saw the taillights coming, I was like, Mom, I don't like this, because you could not see in front of your face.
Erica Glory was on her way to the airport, her mom in the driver's seat.
Instinct was to jump out and run too. Mom's holding me stay in the car until this is over, because it's just your gut reaction is just to run forward and get out of the path. But had a car slammed into us and pushed more of the cars forward, we had the possibility of getting pinned.
She says she hopes mitigation efforts can prevent this from happening on other roadways, especially those that elevate over water and worsen the conditions for higher fog density. Grateful for her life, Glory feels bonded with the other survivors.
I made contact with several people after those few cars were able to navigate out, and we just looked at each other and we just all let out the sigh of relief. And those are people's faces that I feel like I will remember forever.
The United Auto Workers Union turned up the heat on General Motors today. 5,000 workers walked off their jobs in Arlington, Texas. The union also ordered 6,800 workers to walk out of a Metro Detroit plant yesterday. Now, more than 40,000 workers are on strike as it enters its 6th week.
It's time the working class gets their fair share and the corporate class pays up. That's it. They keep taking everything and the workers keep going further and further behind. Those days are done.
Michael Cohen testified today for the New York Attorney General's civil fraud case against former President Donald Trump. Trump's former lawyer famously turned on him in 2018 amid a federal investigation that sent Cohen to federal prison. Jenna Ellis, another Trump lawyer, pleaded guilty today to a felony charge over efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss in Georgia. There was a special delivery in Indianapolis during Sunday's football game against the Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Tylen Jones was there to see her cousin, NFL wide receiver David Bell, play for the Browns. But she went into labor at the game.
I had to talk with her and I told her she could not come on this day. I'm so shy. Everybody comes in you had a crazy day yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, it was crazy.
Medics at Lucas Oil Stadium helped deliver the baby, which they had never done before. That's all for today's Tuesday Live Update. Join us Thursday at 5 p.m. for our 30-minute newscast. And check out our website, rockbridgereport.wlu.edu, anytime for the latest local and national news.